It's time for the Sport Corner Siam Hockey League news. Wow, what a save by Dream. Corey Day shoots. He scores! Ooh, what a hit by Brad Wilson.
Hear he, hear he. This meeting will now come to order. Okay, thank you all for coming today to the third annual SHL draft party. Really appreciate you taking the time on a Saturday afternoon to be here. John Shaknavsky should be here and should be doing this, but he can't be. He sends his regrets, and hopefully he'll be back with us soon. So I'll be filling in John's place, or I'll try anyway. So thanks again for all applying and being rewarded with membership in the SHL. So first of all, we just want to recap last year. Different format, thrilling one-game final, aware we're heavy odds-on favorites to take it, and Lance stood in his head to lead Hertz to dramatic 5-3 victory. So it was a pretty exciting series, playoff series and final game, and we're going to repeat that format again this year. The one-game final, it's difficult, but it's very exciting. The fans come, and it's very entertaining. So the playoffs will be the same as last year. Best of three semifinals, followed by a one-game championship final. I think we're continuing to get better on the ice, and I think, again, this year we've got more quality players. You'll see that. We unfortunately always have to cut a few guys, and that's always difficult. Some of those will act as subs, and some of those will encourage to keep playing on Thursday so that one day they can join the SHL when we get more teams. Last year we had our first female skater, Carly Hill, and she was great. She did really well. This year we have our second female skater, Kaylee Steinhardt. Okay. Kaylee played university hockey in Canada for St. Thomas University. She knows what she's doing, and she's not going to take any shit from us. All right. Okay. Next up, last year we had, I think you've all seen those really neat infographics that have been sent out up to the draft. Christian's been doing those, and Christian's done a great job with social media, okay? And we want to keep the social media, well, Lance did last year, but right now it's all been Christian. And we're looking actually for somebody to fill that void. So if you know anybody or want to step up, please get in touch with me or Christian, because we want to keep an active SHL presence in social media. It's very important in this day and age. We've been doing a good job, but we do need some help. So anybody who wants to step up and help or knows somebody who could, please let us know. Okay? And thank you for bearing with us through all the things we've gone through. I just wanted to mention one thing, is that we actually ran at a bit of a loss last year, so it's really important that you guys pay up. At least pay half your due fees by this Thursday, and then the rest by the early January. But please chase guys, captains chase guys, and pay your dues. So it's a non-profit league, and it's really important that we keep our expenses in check. Okay? Next slide. So again, this was an upset team last year. When the teams are announced, you'll see that some of the players are back. Justin is obviously captain again, and Justin's done a pretty good job as a captain. He not only took his team to a championship last year, but he took the team to the championship the year before as well. So Justin Saint-Denis done quite a good job as captain of Hertz, and we expect him to do another good job this year. This year we have two new sponsors. Novotel has jumped on board, so the Sukhumvit Spitfires are no longer the Sukhumvit Spitfires, they're the Novotel Spitfires. And that's a pretty big deal, because Novotel is a world, it's a big brand and everybody knows it. So it's pretty cool to have Novotel on board. And the other one is, unfortunately we lost Expedia, but we have True Hockey come in. And so they're our other sponsor this year. And Mike Wilson will be captaining that team. I also want to thank Ralph Dittmer, who's here, for bringing in Hertz last year, Hertz and Expedia last year, but again bringing in Hertz this year. Thank you very much, Ralph. Again, as we say, a lot of people have signed up for the league, and we couldn't fit everybody in. We've got the best players. We think it's going to be a very competitive league, and we're always open for any suggestions to how to make it better. It's your league, okay? It's not our league. It's everybody's league, okay? So please remember that, okay? Any suggestions you have, okay? We will also have a trade deadline day this year. We're hoping that the teams are even, but there's always a chance somebody gets injured, somebody plays really, really well, and some team has a serious advantage. So if that situation develops, we will be making some trades in the middle of the season. We will come up with a definitive deadline later, but just to let you know that if one team is running away with it, we will make adjustments accordingly. The idea is to be very competitive throughout, okay? To try to make the teams.
Can I send you a list of teams that I don't want to get traded?
Yeah. And also, this.
You know that wave you submitted?
But this T-shirt that I'm wearing and Christian's wearing and Patrick, every full-time player gets a full one, and that's thanks to Patrick of Cone Carrions. So I made a big shout out to Patrick there. Thank you very much. Okay, so the committee is pretty much the same as last year. I don't think I have to run through it all except to say that Jeremy will be the referee in chief. Now he's supposed to come. Oh, he's here. All right. Now guys, I don't know if you.
Nobody wants to notice.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I didn't just pick this guy up at the Sukhumvit and say, do you want a referee? He actually refereed in the East Coast Hockey League. Okay, he's got pedigree here. Okay, and you might think the East Coast Hockey League is probably the hardest pro league to ref in because there are serious goons in there, guys that can't skate that throw cinder blocks at other players. Okay, so he's been in some really, really serious situations, and he's a high quality referee, and he really brings up the level of our officiating. Okay, so Jeremy's the referee in chief. He's got some rule changes he's been going over with you at the end of this speech, and you can ask him questions or whatever. But please respect Jeremy and his officials. I mean, I know not every call of official makes you're going to be happy with, but please try to maintain respect. Okay, be at least diplomatic when you swear at him, like blah blah blah, thank you or something. Anyway, okay, guys, the Constitution you can go. I don't have to go through it all. It's online if you ever want to read it. Okay, you can go through it quickly and read it. As I say, unfortunately, none of us make any money from this. Okay, it's all nonprofit. All the totals are up there. As you can see, our income last year was $742,000, and our expenses were $761,000. We lost a little bit. It's no big deal. But again, it is important that everybody pays, okay? All right, we're trying to give you a good level of hockey, but we need everybody to chip in, okay? The deadline day, we've already talked about that. As it gets closer, we'll be sending out more message on the SHL site. One thing I do want to mention is the four captains have played a huge role in this, okay? Mike Wilson, Patrick Lundbach, Justin St. Denis, and Brad Wilson. These guys have given up their time and really done a huge job. And it's really important that you guys, support them because they're doing their best to give you good competitive hockey. Again, we're trying as much as we can to get the word out there on all facets, from our webpage to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blah 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 blah. Every month I put an article in the Big Chili magazine. So we're trying to get the name out there as much as we can. Any ideas you guys have for furthering the word, just let me know, okay? But we're continually trying to get the word of the SHL out there to everybody. Let them know what we're doing.
If you want to do this, if you want to spend time on doing this, we'll also give you a discount on the video format.
Now this guy here, where is he? He's one of the best hockey photographers, okay? I actually get paid to take photos, and he takes better photos than me. He doesn't realize how good he is, right? So we're really, really lucky to have Taramasa as a photographer, okay? His photos are second... Okay. La, where are you? La is Taramasa's son-in-law. Okay, so he's playing in the league this year.
You should pray better than last time.
Okay, and one more. Taramasa's son is also playing in Germany. Hideki, I think you know him. When Hideki first started playing, he was about this tall, and he used to come out to our practices when he was about 10 years old. Now he's playing competitive hockey in Germany.
I appreciate that everybody, Hideki, you don't do the Frank he couldn't be that. So I appreciate so much.
But anyway, Mr. Nakayama will continue to take shots through us throughout the year. Okay, so thank you very much. And guys, Johnny, who's going to come back in November apparently, but Johnny has graciously donated this scholarship every year to the best young Thai player. And unfortunately, okay, sorry. We send out an application process, and then we decide who gets it. But it's usually someone who is a good player that exemplifies sportsmanship and other good qualities. And the winner this year is Pooh, who played unaware. He's supposed to come here. He's not here yet, but maybe when he comes here, we can give him a round of applause. He's a really, really good young guy, and he's a very fast skater. And anyway, he's a quality choice for the areas up there. He's a quality choice for the award. And we hope to continue this every year as a way to encourage Thai young players to get involved in the SHL. So I just want to, again, thank all our principal sponsors, especially Steve Lavender and Sport Corner. Okay, I mean, Steve has graciously offered us this place for the draft and our closing party, and he's been a great supporter since we've come on board. So thank you very much, Steve. Thank you. And your staff. Great stuff. Okay, we've already mentioned the 4 team sponsors: Cone Cranes, KCG, the Big Chili, Rolling Stone. Just a short message about Rolling Stone. When you win the coupons this year, they're time sensitive. You've got to use them by the end of May. You can't give them to your buddy. You got to use them yourself. Okay. Some other sponsors are listed up there: House Number 3, Rev Runners, Pro Shop. But again, without our sponsors, we couldn't make it happen. So thank you. Support them wherever you can, and let us know if you have any ideas for future or possible sponsorship. Again, Sport Corner, great job. Come here when you can. Hertz, the defending champions. Let's see if they can do it again. True, new team on the block led by Mike Wilson. Let's see if they can repeat their first year when they were Expedia, their first year champion. Aware? This is the team that every year Las Vegas has as the odds-on favorite to win. Okay, you look at their roster and you go, holy shit. And again, the same thing this year. So we'll just see if this year they can put it all together. They've got great leadership from Patrick and Christian, and we'll just see what goes on. Novotel, again, this is a new sponsor, a huge brand for us, so it gives us better exposure. Okay? Rolling Stone Pizza, there's the stuff right there, guys. You got to use the coupon before the 31st. The name's got to be on the coupon of the player of the game, and you can't be refunded, exchange, or given to somebody else. Okay? Yeah, and sorry, and you can't use, like, if you won player of the game 2 years ago, you can't. It's not going to work. Sorry about that. So, not going to worry about that. Anything? There's if you want to go on the site and look at True, there's some really high quality gear there, and you get a discount. Take advantage.
Urgently, let me know. There's a delivery to Bangkok next weekend. So let me know urgently if you want 6 gloves, bags, whatever you would like.
They make their own sticks? Yeah, they make their own sticks.
Okay, just one more thing to add. Dom, where's Dom? The amazing Dom. I mean, everybody knows Dom. I mean, Dom's like world famous now. So anyway, Dom's going to have a sidekick this year, Zach Block. Zach's from the hockey hotbed of New Orleans. Okay, but what we're going to try to do, we haven't finalized this yet, is get these guys to do a play-by-play one game. So one of them will be doing the play-by-play, and one of them will be the color. But they'll be working together on the Dom, the SHL News. So Dom will get some help, but hopefully these guys will be our Don Cherry and Ron McLean. Okay. I also want to mention we have our first casualty of the year. Jaron Folden over here got hurt. He's going to be back. He's new. He's actually from, wait for it, St. Brew, Saskatchewan. It actually, no, but St. Brew. Okay, Corey's been there. So it actually does exist. But anyway, he's a Saskatchewan boy, so he'll be a very strong and good addition to the league. So that's pretty much. A little bit more. We had 52 full-time skaters. It breaks down to 20 D-men, 32 forwards, 4 full-time goalies, and we've got a whole bunch of subs. And we have some really good subs too. And we've actually got guys coming in from Patia now. 3 guys from Patia will be coming in to play for us, a team every week. So we've got players coming from other cities now to play in the SHL, which is kind of a big deal. Okay, I think we've mentioned the captains before. They're going to come up here, okay, and they're going to each talk about their teams and the players on their teams. Okay, so who do we have up there? Okay, so Patrick, would you like to come up first and describe your team? Give it up for Patrick Lembach, guys. Thank you.
First of all, I tried to keep the team together from last year. We had an awesome season last year, but all of our players went to the first draft pick. So sorry for the aware team. We're losing some guys, unfortunately. But I think we have a strong team anyhow, and we're going to be a strong contender. Actually, my first draft pick was taking back Patrick Leduc as my goalie. All right. On defense, I had my first D partner. I take Juhani Elias. And then on forwards, I trust Harrison, gonna be my top scorer this year. And of course, Devin and also Bill. I think that's gonna be a big, a good first line. And then as I said, I had Patrick in that. All right, next one, I had Kaylee, and I had also, Roman Larin, a Russian guy, is playing in Pattaya. He's been up in Bangkok a few times. He also looks actually very good, and he's actually playing in the Israeli national team. So I think also that's going to be a very good second defense line. And then I have the Rookie of the Year last year, Pooh.
And he's all right now, yeah.
Oh, Pooh. Yeah. So Pooh was also my top ranking choice for second line. And then I had Siegel, and that's also a Russian guy playing in the Pattaya League. And we have also Vinny, a young kid, Thai kid, which is very speedy. So I think the second line will be our speedy line. And then I have Christian, of course, my fellow countryman. And I have Ryan and Maslov as forward line. They're going to be the grinders. I'm very happy with my team. I'm missing anyhow, like Corey, I'm missing David, which I was trying to pick, but they were already gone when it was my turn. So still the puck drops on Thursday, so I think I have some chance maybe to grab David and Corey. So maybe some cash for the other teams will be offered.
It was Pat's idea to have a draft deadline after this happened. It was his idea. Okay, thank you.
All right.
So before we display the teams, my strategy was to pick all the people I hate playing against because you're either fast or you're going hard to the net, and I try to err on the side of laziness. So my first pick was Ken Kinborn, D-man. He came back. He was playing in Sweden. He was playing in Sweden, and he came back and was doing a year in Thailand, so I picked him up. And then Corey Day was my second one. And then M. White, Vic. We got passing speed on the first line. Looking forward to it. The second line was all about being tough and all the people you guys hate playing against. Oh, the goalie, we picked Yves as our goalie. So we got a good guy in the net. Our second line was all about grit. So whoever's second line on the other teams, get ready for it. We got Yoni parking in front of the net. We got Ernesto crashing everything in sight. We got Murray stick handling and passing. And we got Carly and Matt Johnson on D as well. And then we got Bitter, of course, and David B. to add in there to get a little scrums going in front of the net. The net that I don't defend, which is very important in this. All right? And we got Tommy as well as D. So we got a lot of speed, grit, and we got flow and flair, apparently. We got the hair team. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't even realize I'd be doing this, and I've been drinking. All right, can we reveal, because I don't remember who I drafted.
So you got first line, then you got goal.
Yeah, well, can I see it? Yeah, I think my first pick on D was Yari, so he'll be a good character player. Always good moving it out of the zone. And then we got Yeen with his wicked wrist shot that I don't even understand how he shoots that hard. And I hate playing against him, so that's why I picked him. And up front, Andy, who actually signed up as a D, and I said, no, you're going to be playing forward. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. And then who's the other guy? Oh, yeah, Mancorn. I had to pick Mancorn because he's Ian's buddy. But he's a good player, Mr. Toe Drag.
It's like Bobby Ryan. And,
Yeah, exactly. And then what's the goalies next?
Yeah.
I pick Big Dream. If he stays out of the restaurants, we'll be fine. What's our second line? Yeah, we got Seb Ranger, just keeping the team super French. Steve Spruill, because he'll keep Andy under control. And that other guy. Darius. Oh, yeah, another guy who's really annoying to play against. So I picked him. He'll be our Ernesto, the answer to Ernesto. And then Ralph, of course, who's bringing us the sponsor, Hertz. And the other guy that I can't. Champ. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Like I said, I've been drinking. Yeah, and then we've got our treasurer, Alistair Fawcett, and La. Yeah, so he'll be the flow and flair of our team. Look at that. His hair's beautiful. Yeah, that's that. We're going to repeat. Hurts.
All right, Team True. Is that working? Where do we start? First line?
yeah, fine.
Let me see it. All right, strategy was defense outward, as you'll see. We got Adrian Myers and Phelps leading the way. Me, Gordo, and FBI, if the Mueller investigation ever wraps up, he'll be back. We'll see. But we have another FBI guy on our team, so hey. Our goalie, can't go wrong with the reigning MVP of the playoffs, Lance Parker, everyone. Line 2 is solid. We'll be able to compete with the ones we've seen so far. We got Kim up the middle with Eddie, our second FBI member, and Tan, who is a solid tie player. And Peter and Ethan in the back. Again, that's a solid 1-2 D's, or second line D. Finally, we have Jaron, who's just here and might be cut because of his ankle, but TBD. And Pim and Jesse Starosta leading the charge in the back. So they'll add an extra punch and some grit in front, and I think we're looking good.
And we've also got a bunch of subs up there, as you can see. And one thing we will ask is that captains, please tell your guys, as always, to have them let you know as soon as possible if they can't make it, so I can try to find you a quality sub. Okay. And the sub fee is is $500 game, just like it is for a regular player. Okay. But the teams on paper look fairly even, so we're expecting a competitive season. We're going to kick it off this Thursday night, starting at 8:30. We'll have some VIPs and a ceremony to start it off. So it'll be a good game to bring some fans to. If you know anybody that wants to see some hockey, please promote the game and ask people to come. Okay, we'll have games on Thursdays and Sundays throughout the league. Okay, we'll be wrapping up at the end of March like we did last year with the playoffs. Again, two best of 3 semifinal series and 1 championship final game. Okay, so please support us whatever you can. Now I'd like to ask Jeremy to come up here and explain the new rule changes and open up the.
Everybody should refill their drinks.
Okay, so Jeremy's going to run some.
By here.
Huh? You're going to do it from there? You want to do it?
No. I need just 5 or 10 minutes. That's it.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll come back to Jeremy. Does anybody have any questions? Anything? Couple things, guys. I just want to thank Christian because behind the scene, it's really Christian that makes all this happen, guys. So maybe you could give it up to Christian for 1 second. He's a very busy guy. He's got a very important job, and he's got a lovely family, but he takes the time to make sure that SHL runs properly. Christian's sons are here, and good testament to him. So anyway, never forget all the work that Christian does for us, guys. It's important. Okay. Don't think I've forgotten anything or anyone, but we're just waiting for Jeremy, waiting for the bloody referee. Also, next time I'm just giving this mic to Justin at the beginning because he's a stand-up comedian for those of you who didn't know. It's kind of obvious, and he's actually very good. So next time we're doing it, Justin's doing this from the get-go.
My jokes are not appropriate for children.
Okay. Jeremy's on his way, guys.
So Scotty, the ice has been really wet the last couple of Thursdays, especially in the far end.
Right.
Will that? Do you think that'll improve, or what's going on with the ice?
I gave Pew your name as a possible rink technician, and he should be getting in touch with you shortly. No, I mean we'll obviously. There's a rink technician that floats around. He was in Pattaya last week, and he was in Korat the week before. I'll drop Pew a line. There's always going to be some problem, whether it be fog or water, but I mean, all we can do is tell them, and hopefully they'll rectify the situation as soon as possible. Okay, so we're on it, but. Guys, I do want to thank Lance for all the postings he did last year, all the SHL postings in the regular season. That was Lance. He's unfortunately too busy this year to do it, but it was still great what he did last year. Referees. Anybody want to say anything? Okay. Dom, as always, will be doing his podcast and stuff, so you can always find out what's happening. Dom, what's your website?
Siam.com.
Okay. All right. Pretty easy.